Hello everyone. Welcome to today's episode of the Nutri Mantra podcast. Parents and caregivers juggle so many responsibilities. It isn't easy, and your dedication to your child's well-being is truly commendable. You will probably agree that one of our biggest worries is what our children eat. Whether you are raising a toddler who throws food on the floor, a school-going child who refuses to eat veggies, or a teenager who survives on colas and noodles, one question always follows us around. Is my child eating right? And honestly, it's not your fault that things get tricky. Between studies, homework, sports, tuition, and screen time, kids today are busier than many adults. And how meals often get reduced to grab and go or eat while rushing. But here's the thing. Nutrition in the growing years isn't just about height and weight. It lays the foundation for lifelong eating habits, energy levels, and even focus in the school. In fact, research from the UK has shown that children who eat balanced school lunches perform better academically, have improved concentration, and even fewer behavioral issues. Another significant study found that improving the quality of school lunches had a direct positive effect on exam results and classroom behavior. So yes, what we pack in that tiffin box matters more than we might realize. Let us talk about how to pack a wholesome lunch. Since nearly half of the day is spent at school, lunch should ideally cover about 1/4 of your child's daily nutrient needs. So how do we make it both healthy and appetizing? Starting with some savory ideas. Instead of plain rotis, try stuffed roti or roti wraps with paneer or vegetables, mini burgers with hummus and veggie patties, fragrant vegetable rava idlis, baked cutlets, or pasta salads with whole wheat pasta and fresh herbs. Even a brown bread pizza topped with melting cheese and colorful vegetables can be exciting once in a while. The trick is variety and creativity. Most kids love something sweet, so instead of processed treats, try small fruits like grapes, plums, strawberries, and every now and then, a homemade cupcake or cookie is fine too. And with so many spill-proof bottles around, sending a refreshing drink is possible. In summer, try homemade lemonade, fruit punch, or aam panna. These not only hydrate but also provide electrolytes naturally. As a thumb rule, pack at least 3 food groups in the lunchbox: carbohydrates for energy, proteins for growth, and vitamins and minerals for immunity. Sources of carbs can be chapati, rice, paratha, proteins from paneer, dal, eggs, soy nuggets, or chicken if the school allows. For allergy-friendly options, consider beans, lentils, quinoa, which can provide necessary protein without common allergens like dairy, eggs, or nuts. Vegetables and fruits can be added to add vitamins and minerals to the lunchbox. Few examples of a well-rounded lunchbox can be Nutri-Nuggets pulao with fruit, paneer or dal parantha with a fruit, or vegetable rava idli with grilled paneer. See how the balance comes together. If you are worried about compliance, here's something that really works. Get your children involved in planning their lunch. On weekends, sit together and let them pick 2 or 3 options for the week. When kids feel a sense of ownership, they are far more likely to actually eat what is packed. Plus, it's a wonderful opportunity to teach them about nutrition in a fun, hands-on way. You can even turn it into a game. As parents, we also need to be watchful about the signs and signals our children are giving. If your child is frequently tired, losing interest in sports, complaining of headaches, or if their grades are slipping, nutrition could be playing a role. Don't ignore these subtle signals. A deficiency in iron, vitamin D, or vitamin B12, for example, can really affect energy, mood, and concentration. A simple blood test and a chat with your pediatrician can make all the difference. Childhood and adolescence are the gateways to adult health. Kids at this stage often don't realize the long-term effects of poor eating, whether it is obesity, nutrient deficiencies, or chronic fatigue. That is where we step in, not just to pack their lunch boxes, but to guide, to educate, and sometimes to inspire. Imagine your child as a thriving teen, confidently strolling through a bustling cafeteria. There, amidst the diverse assortment of foods, they reach instinctively for a colorful salad topped with vibrant veggies, radiant in their choice and assured in their habits. This is the future we are building, a generation that chooses health effortlessly, led by the foundations we are setting today. So, next time you pack that lunchbox, remember you are not just filling a stomach, you are shaping a habit and supporting a future. Before we wrap up, I would love to hear from you. What's your go-to lunchbox recipe? What works for your child? Share your tips and stories with us in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, take care and happy lunch packing. Bye bye.